What's up, Flash Mob? Been away for a little bit, but I'm back with another video. And today we're going to be talking about this, the DJI Wireless Kit. If it's your first time here, welcome. My channel is all about helping you turn your passion into a paycheck whilst taking you along my filmmaking journey. If that's the kind of thing that you're into, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. So I'm usually late to the party when it comes to new tech reviews, mainly because DJI and none of these other brands are sending me out their new products a week before they actually release. So I have to pay with real money and wait like everybody else. The benefit from my reviews is that I can be 100% honest about how I feel about these products I buy, and I can always keep it real with you guys. So here's a quick breakdown of what we're going to talk about. The first thing we're going to do is take a look at the device overview. We're going to look at what's in the box and how it's all put together. The second thing we're going to look at is the feature breakdown. We're going to see how we set this up and how we actually get started with this unit. And the last thing we're going to look at is the workflow. So once you have it all set up and you're ready to go, how do we go from recording the audio to getting it onto our computer and then using it? So let's get right into it. DJI really took some time to think about a lot of the little things that Rode didn't put into their Wireless Go kit. The first thing is this charging case. Everything you need fits in it and it can all be charged all at once. And what's really cool is that it holds a charge as well. So what that means is if you use the devices while you're on the road, you can put them back in the case and it will start charging. The exterior is very simple. It has 4 LED lights on the front to see how much juice you have left, and a USB input on the back to charge it. And that's it. Things really get interesting when you open up the case and you see all the components on the inside. The presentation of the devices is beautiful. Your 2 transmitters on either side and a receiver in the middle displaying quick and valuable information like the battery life and the amount of internal storage available on each transmitter. What's pretty cool as well is you get up to 15 hours of internal recording on each transmitter, which is more than enough to get you through a day. But it is very important to remember to back up your audio and format the transmitter before each new shoot because when it's full, it starts overwriting your old data. You also get a USB-C and lightning cables for connecting your phone or other devices to the unit. I love this because it makes the kit so much more versatile and ready for work right out of the box. There are so many times when I use my phone to record a video of me talking, and the one thing that's always lacking is the audio. This is an amazing solution to that problem. One thing to be aware of is on this unit it uses internal batteries, so you will need to charge it at some point. The transmitters give you about 5.5 hours and the receiver gives you about 5 hours. But when you utilize the charger, it gives you up to 15 hours of use. They decided to give you 2 transmitters, which allows you to mic up 2 people on separate audio channels. We'll talk about this a bit more in the feature breakdown. These transmitters also allow you to do internal recording, which is pretty dope because it's a great backup option in case anything goes wrong while recording into the camera or into an external recorder. Let's take a quick look at the transmitters. On the transmitters, you get a microphone and a 3.5mm jack for a lav mic. You get 2 LED lights on the front that let you know when it's on with a green light and when it's live and recording with a red solid light. Or when it's muted, you get a pulsing red light. On the left hand side, you get a USB-C to plug it into your computer and a power button. On the right hand side, you get a link button and an external recording button. On the back, you get a clamp with a little magnet, and on the bottom, you get the charge indicators. The receiver is not too crazy either. The left hand side gives you a power button and a USB-C. The right hand side is the headphone jack and the audio out. On the bottom is where you connect the hot shoe mount or the lightning or USB-C attachment. And 4 dots on the bottom for charging it while it's in the case. And on the top is where you get a really nice touchscreen that controls the whole entire kit. With this system, you do not need a lav mic to use it. Just turn it on and attach it to your subject and you're good to go. One other thing that I noticed that's pretty cool are these little magnets that they have on the transmitters. That basically allows you to attach the mics on something like a shirt or a sweater. The magnets are impressively strong, like it's not going anywhere unless you want it to. The last couple of things we could look at is a dead cat that you can attach when you're outside to reduce wind noise, a USB-C cable for charging and transferring files, and a 3.5mm jack to connect your camera to the receiver. So let's look at the feature breakdown. DJI gave these mics a ton of features, but what I love is how simple and intuitive they made it. One thing I didn't love about the Rode Wireless Go system was in order for you to change any of the settings, you had to connect it to a computer and use their software. And honestly, when you're on set and getting ready, you just don't have the time for all that. When you first open up the system, all 3 devices light up, letting you know that they are linked and ready to go. If for whatever reason they are not on, it could be because they're dead, but just pull it out and hold the power button for a couple of seconds and it will power back up. They do come out of the box synced. But again, if for whatever reason they're not synced, you just take it out of the case, turn it on, put it back in the case, and they should automatically relink. On the transmitters, your power button is also your mute button. To turn it on and off, you just hold it for a few seconds until it vibrates, and if you want to mute them, you double tap the power button. The red pulsing light will then indicate that it's muted. The other side is where you'll find the link and internal record button. Another way to link the device is by holding the link button until it flashes. Then on the receiver, you swipe down, then swipe over to the settings and find link device icon. Then pick the transmitter you need and hit link. It literally does the rest for you. As for the internal record button, you hit this once and it starts recording. You hit it again and it stops. Although, I would recommend going into the settings and changing that because I don't want my subjects accidentally turning it on and off. The way to do that is to swipe down from the top and go to transmitter settings. Then record stop lock and turn it on. What this does, it makes it so that once you hit that record button, it can only be stopped on the receiver by swiping up from the bottom on the main screen and tapping the record icon. This could absolutely be a vital setting to adjust. I want to say really quickly that I really appreciate everyone that's been watching my videos and sharing them. And to show my appreciation, I'll be doing a small giveaway when I hit 10,000 subs. I'll be giving away the Aperture Amaran 100D to one supportive creator. My hope is to help bridge that gap for creators that are having a hard time acquiring gear to either get started or level up. If that sounds like you, then make sure you follow these steps. All you have to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel, join the mailing list for Filmmaker Pro, the link will be in the description, follow me on Instagram and tag 2 friends on the giveaway post and comment saying done. That's it. The winner will be selected within 24 hours after hitting 10K subs. I'll be leaving all the links and details in the description below. Thanks again guys and good luck. Now let's hook it up and see how it works. Let's use the magnet system they have here and put it on my shirt. Great, not too difficult at all. Next, let's take the 3.5mm cord and plug it into the audio out on the transmitter and on the audio jack in my computer. It's important to plug it into the right port or you will not get the audio to record. Once you have it all hooked up, it should look something like this. The receiver gives us a good amount of information at any given time. Right now we have it showing us that we're in stereo mode, indicated by the S at the top left. To the right of that, it's showing us the signal strength for both mics and the battery indicator for the receiver. Below that, it's showing us that one mic is on the left channel, one is on the right channel, as well as their battery indicator. And below that, it's showing us that both mics are live and showing us the audio levels. If I double tap the power button on one of the transmitters, it will show that the receiver is muted and it will no longer show the audio levels. If you hit the record button on either transmitter, you will see a little red dot appear, letting you know that it is recording internally. If you turn off one of the mics, the screen changes a little bit, but all of the information remains the same. A huge reason why I like the DJI kit over the Rogue kit is the ability to make these changes directly on the receiver. You basically swipe down from the top or swipe up from the bottom to access the kit settings. This means you can make changes to the kit on the fly. Let's say you want to switch from stereo recording where it records on the left and right channel to a mono recording where it mixes the both channels together. All you have to do is swipe down from the top, tap on the first option until you get to mono. When you swipe back up and go to the home screen, you will see that the S has now turned into an M and the L and R indicators are no longer showing. I'm not going to go through each individual setting in this video because it will make it way too long. But if it is something you would like me to do, let me know in the comments and I'll make a full dedicated video. One setting that I mentioned before that I would recommend changing right away is the internal record off option. I have mine set away where I can hit the record button and it will turn on, but if I hit it again, it won't turn off. This is important because let's say we mic up a speaker on stage at a conference and we turn on the internal record option. Now let's say for some weird reason they press the button and it turns off. Let's also say that the signal strength gets affected and we start losing that audio going into the camera or field recorder. We're now in a situation where we don't have any clean audio. By removing the ability to turn off the transmitter, we're guaranteeing that we have a safe audio backup every single time. To do this, you just swipe down from the top, swipe over the transmitter settings, then swipe over to record, stop, lock, and turn it on. You can also go over to the next setting and turn on auto record. This will automatically start internal recording when you turn on the transmitter. Also, another great feature to help save your ass when you're on the field. Let's hop over to the workflow for using this kit. DJI made it really simple. What I like to do is use the clip and put it on either the inside of someone's jacket or blazer, or I'll use the little magnets that attach to someone's shirt or sweater. If I want to try and make it a little more discreet, I'll use a lav mic and just plug it into the receiver and let it sit on their waistband. Mics like this are best for someone that might be moving around and not staying close to the camera. And because it's omnidirectional, it means that it will consistently capture good audio no matter which way their head is pointed. When I put the mic on a subject, I always try to get them to talk to me as natural as possible so I can see and monitor their audio levels and make adjustments before they go live. What's also really good is if they start talking too high or too low, you can boost the gain on the receiver. All you have to do is swipe down from the top, go over to receiver gain, then select what you want. When you're done, you want to transfer over the internal recordings to your computer. You just plug it in via the USB-C option and it will pop up like an external drive. And then you just drag and drop the files that you want and put them where they need to go. I love this because there is no additional software required. On the Rode mics, you'd have to use their software and get this. Individually export each audio recording. This was by far the most annoying part of using these mics. When it's all done transferring, you can format the transmitters by turning them on and going onto the receiver and then swiping up from the bottom on the side of the transmitter that you want to clear. Then you click on the little folder icon and format, and you're done. Another pro tip I'll share with you guys if you made it this far in the video is to get a few of these. These are 3.5mm to XLR converters that allow you to plug your mics into a field recorder and get even better audio. A lot of cameras' preamps and gain control isn't the best, so being able to do something like this can really up the sound quality. So here's my recommendation. I've been using the Rode Wireless Go mics for a few years, and if we're being honest, they're really good mics. Small in size, great sound quality, and relatively easy to use. I can say the exact same thing for the DJI Mic Kit. Major differences is having the ability to charge and have a case for the unit, and being able to change the settings on the fly. Oh, and not needing additional software to extract the files when you're done. I still don't get why Rode decided to do that. If you compare the prices, Rode comes in at $299, whilst DJI comes in at $329. And if you want to keep it jiggy, for $30 more, it's a no-brainer to go with the DJI option. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. If this helped you in any way, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to help support the channel. Thanks for watching, guys, and remember to look, learn, and share. Take it easy, guys. Peace.